All right, many blessings to you all. So, a lot of times people ask me, how do you make the determination if you should do work for them, right? And this is why I do love consultations, so we can go through the process together, because a lot of times you need to hear yourself say this shit. Okay? So I'm like, okay, is it okay to like continue a relationship with somebody that's cheating, right? Are you broke up, or he broke up with you, and like, why should I take him back, or why should I do any work on him? So I thought that I would do a small video, I'm gonna try to make it short, on to dump him or not to dump him, to take him back, or just to move on. Because a lot of times we don't really question why we are with a person or not with a person, and what did they do, what did they didn't do. Like, we don't really question that stuff. So I thought that I would do a video talking about it. All right. So to be honest, in most cases, infidelity, giving the offending half the old, is certainly the correct thing to do. The common claim that when someone is cheated on you is that once they cheat, they'll cheat again. No matter how much they protest this, does seem to prove generally true, right? But there just maybe be certain factors and certain arguments that lead you to decide that the relationship is worth saving. So this is a list that I've kind of composed together. This is a list that I've kind of composed together. And let's see what you think. So the first one is, why did they do it? My first question is, why did they cheat? You could kind of argue that this isn't particularly like the most important thing, right? Like, why he cheated wasn't important, because cheating is cheating after all. It doesn't really matter why a person did it. The fact that they did it is enough, right? So, but the dirty deed was done maybe quite some time ago. Maybe perhaps when you guys first got together, and you're just not finding about it now, but months or even years of couple bliss in this interim period, and then it might be worth thinking twice about or bringing the relationship to an end if they're still doing it. But if it was something when you guys first got together and you guys were trying to figure this shit out, then because you could have felt quite differently about each other then. Perhaps it's a relationship that blossomed later in time. Perhaps it was a situationship, because a lot of y'all start off with situationships, and it happened the day before yesterday or something like that. Then that's something different. So why did they do it? What part do you play in this? Because it's never just one person. It's always two. It's two parties. Just like it's two people in a relationship, it's two parties. Let me turn this light on. All right. And hold on. Let me give you some water. Oh, my goodness. Whew. All right. Sorry about that. I had to give me some water. All right. So, first question is, why did they do it? If it was early on, y'all done changed, y'all on a different level of shit, you might want to chill out. Maybe, he ain't showing no signs of wanting to do it again. Okay. So the next one is, will it happen again? So this is a difficult one, because of course the offending partner will protest against this and say, now unless they have the balls the size of small battleships, then there's little to indicate any truth to this, right? Because it would be nice to possess a crystal ball, but unfortunately most of us rely on hindsight. So the only real advice that one can really give is weigh your circumstances. If there are factors in the favor, such as lack of sex, a ton of communication problems, and so on and so forth, then you may be inclined to believe they're, protesting shit. However, if things in the relationship have been pretty good on a whole and they still went out and cheated, who's to say that it won't happen again? That's something to think about. When you guys are booking appointments with me, when you guys are trying to get love consultations or love readings with me, these are things to think about. Okay, did they fess up? That's number 3. There's a lot to be said about someone who can confess the more insidious of their extracurricular activities. There's a lot to be said. It usually tells us 3 things. First, that they have the courage of their convictions and that they're admirable. It's an admirable quality within itself. Secondly, that it's obvious that you mean so much to them that it has been preying upon their minds and torturing them with guilt that they have to tell you. Thirdly, that they're an honest person whom you can possibly trust when they tell you it won't happen again. Definitely worth keeping in mind, although ultimately the decision is on you. This next one's going to be a tough one. Y'all ready for it? Was it just physical? That's number 4. So, again, the she, he didn't mean anything card doesn't really account for much, right? But I'm almost hesitant to put this forward. If it's one of those situations where they've been found at an office party, they got a little bit tipsy, and some, the office hole or some shit kind of popped off, and shit happens. I don't know. There's tons of excuses. Like, if that's a particular act of infidelity and it occurred because of lack of a developing romantic relationship, then you need to think about that. Like, what emotionally am I not giving them? Is it physical? What part do I play in this? Now, I'm not saying that it's okay for any of it. I'm just saying, okay? All right, how many times have they done it? That's number 5. How many times have they done this bullshit? Was it the first time that you found out about it? About your other half cheating on you? Has it happened before? If the answer is yes, then I'm afraid you may be involved with a serial adulterer. So fuck the rest of this video. Stop fucking with them. You don't even need to pay for a reading for that, okay? Just stop fucking with them. Ain't that right, honey? Oh. It's Irish. Now, they may protest against your insistence that it won't happen again. They may throw themselves at your feet and crying and saying, I love you. I don't want to fuck up my family. Motherfucker, how many times have you done it? Just 3 times. Oh, no, that's you. That's your personality. No, bro. No, sis. We're not going to be able to do that. Because the serial adulterer suffers from a certain emotional imbalance, and you can't tell me that's not true. Usually relating to some abandonment issue, normally stemming from his fucking mother. You can't help that problem go away because you ain't the source of the problem. His mama is. So unless he can commit to getting some real serious fucking psychological help and he's willing to do the work, then it may not pay to be waiting and shit, because he's just a fucking liar and he's a narcissist and he's a manipulator, and that's all the fuck why he's doing it. Alright, so the number 6. Was it with someone that was close to you? Adultery in itself, or cheating, stinks of a lack of respect towards the injured party. But to commit the deed with someone close to them, a friend, a colleague, or even, a sibling, that takes a different lack of respect altogether to new heights. Our advice, me and Irish, walk the fuck away no matter what. Anyone that has that much little respect for you can never be a solid lifelong partner that you deserve. And let's put his bitch ass in a jar. Okay? All right. And your sister or friend or whoever, let's put that bitch in a jar too. Fuck them. So let's do some separation and some hexing work. Fuck that relationship shit. So number 7, was it with someone of the same sex? This is a little taboo, but I'm pissed to go here. All right. So this is a difficult situation. You're told by either your partner or a third party that they have had a homosexual affair. He with he or she with she. So, of course, if you're in a homosexual relationship with your partner, then you can just skip this one because I'm not talking to you, okay? When it does not apply, scroll by, okay? When it does not apply, just scroll on by. If we did that, it would be less trolls here. Okay, I digress. So, and I need to do a video on 9 ways to know if your partner is bi-curious or bisexual, but that's another video. I need to do like a relationship page, I think. I need to do that. Okay, so anyway, so if you're in the opposite sex relationship with them, but they have chosen the same sex affair, then there are 3 issues here. First, do you care? Men especially seem to have little to no issue with partners having a lesbian affair. In fact, they might even be turned on by the very idea of it. Secondly, is it because they're bisexual or because they actually are homosexual and you never knew? Now, if it's the latter, it's up to you how you want to handle it. But who wants to be somebody's beard? You know what I'm saying? Like, who wants to... I'm not going to put you down. My goodness. You're just so sweet. You're so sweet. So, I mean, you don't want to be anybody's cover or... Well, especially if it's a man. You know, if a man is fucking with another man, darling, you cannot compete with that, baby. I'm so sorry. You can't compete with that. You don't have a penis. You don't have the hard body. You don't have anything that a man represents, right? A man represents hardness and he has like a couple of holes that can be filled up, you know. No. And most times, then if men are like gay or they're like bisexual and they're in a relationship with a woman, they are very fucking hard on her and they're mean as fuck and you don't want to be with them no way. Thirdly, does the gender of the person matter to you? Cheating is cheating after all. You may decide to make your decision, you know, regardless of whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's something to think about. Number 8. I think it's number... Okay. So, do they show remorse? So, you deserve this at least, right? Someone who gets caught red-handed in the state of infidelity, and if they truly love and respect you, like, I know, right? That's kind of redundant to say that because they cheated. But, like, if they truly respect you, like, you should know, and they should show some sort of remorse. They should be absolutely devastated that they hurt you in this way, and it should show. You know, if they show no remorse at all, then you really have to ask yourself, you know, how does this other person really feel about me? You know what I'm saying? Like, small players out there, you know, they will turn on the waterworks, right? But if he ain't even like that, and he ain't even trying to... Like, I did it, or she's like, well, I did it. I mean, so what? They not showing remorse for it. Leave them the fuck alone. Don't even get a love console. Just bypass that and just go the fuck on. Fuck them. So, number 9. What was the relationship like before the cheating was found out about? Like, there's so much pressure on people to, dump them, you know, when they discover that their partner has cheated. But you really have to measure the facts based on your own experiences and your own intuition. Let's be very clear. Let's be very clear. A lot of us have family and sisters and cousins and friends, and they all been cheated on and stuff had, you know how people are, right? So everybody have their opinion. Oh, fuck that, I wouldn't go through there. But you been with Jeff for 20 years and he hasn't even married you. Like, you still saying that's your old man. Really, bitch? Y'all like 50. So anyway, I'm just saying. So what was the relationship like before? You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you measuring your facts based upon your personal experience? And stop telling y'all family every fucking thing about these people. So, because you might forgive them and move on, and they still holding on to that. And no matter what the fuck you do, be like, oh girl, he bought me beans. Be like, so bitch, you still cheated on you. Like, don't tell them that. This is your decision to make, like nobody else's. The fact that you feel this way probably says a lot about the chances of it's never happening again. And if you suffer the knowledge of that one blot on the thermostatic landscape, then it might just, it's a decision. But what was a relationship like before? What was it like before? Did something happen? Did the communication break? Like, this is stuff that you guys have to think about too. A lot of times we so quick, fuck that nigga, he shouldn't have did that, fuck her, fuck, But what role do you guys play together? This is why I like to do love consultations and love readings before I agree to do any work. Because sometimes I tell you guys no. Then sometimes based upon these particular questions that I ask, I might say yeah, right? Can the relationship ever be the same? That's number 10. So your partner cheated on you with somebody. They come home, they confess everything, they declare their love for you, they tell you that it was a mistake, that'll never happen again, and you're fairly sure that you believe them. However, even if you did believe them, even if everything was perfect beforehand, you think it would never happen again. If in your own mind you know you'll never be able to forgive them, then your relationship will never be the same. Because the burden of forgiveness is on you. Arguments will occur. The power of the dynamic will change. It just won't be the same relationship that it once was. So the question is, can you deal with it, sis? Can you deal with it, bro? If you've been cheated on by a loved one, the decision whether to dump them, be with them, take them back, whatever the case may be, do love work on them, at the end of the day, it's inevitably yours. But I always tell you guys, make sure that you're doing your self-love work first for you so that it doesn't happen again if you do take them back. That's the video. This is just stuff to think about. Like, subscribe, share my video, watch it twice, take notes, answer these questions to see if the relationship is salvageable to you, really and honestly and truthfully, and can you get past it, and do they even deserve another chance? Okay, if you want to get a love consultation with me, please go to my website, MagickalLadyDuchess.com. Go to the online store. You can get an emergency consultation. You can go to the tab that says readings and consultations. You can go there and get a love consultation. Okay, you will have to book that through the booking system. It gives you all of my availabilities. If you're wanting to check out my online store and what products that I sell, everything that I make, go to my MLDHolisticHealing.com website. That's MLD Holistic Healing. I welcome self-love and healing and growth and all kinds of magic for you guys. High vibrations, much love, many blessings to you. Ashe. Oh, tell me what you thought about this. And should I do more relationship type videos as well?